conflict is inevitable in any relationship, not just a marital relationship. Wherever there are two people, two or more people involved in any activity or any form of interaction, somewhere along the line. But we first of all want to establish that, conflict of opinion, doesn't have to lead to, what we can call a quarrel. Because there's a slightly, there's a slight difference in both. Some people think, if you marry, you must be quarreling. We don't believe that at all. But we do believe that it's normal that we have difference in opinion. That is normal. But if you come with the mindset that, we must quarrel, hope you know there are even people that if they're not quarreling, they're not even happy. Because they've come with that mindset that we must be insulting ourselves, our mother, our father. We must be. If we are not keeping balance, if I don't know this is not necessarily so. It doesn't have to be so. But of course, you would have difference in opinion in things. That's normal. You don't have to be married to do that. You will have difference in opinion on everything. Now, since conflict is a bit normal, remember, I'm not talking about quarreling, I'm not talking about insulting, that is not normal. But since conflict of opinion, conflict in preferences is normal, we need to also understand that if left unattended or unaddressed, it can become a problem. In fact, it often becomes a problem because some people do not realize that constant conflict can have a damaging effect on the relationship. So follow this. Constant, unattended, unresolved conflict can have a damaging, sometimes permanent impact on the relationship. So some people today are dealing with long-term resentment because there are issues that have not been dealt with. We normally jokingly say that we have a perfect marriage. We say it to get people's attention first. Because people say, hey. It shows how negative most people's minds are. We say we have a perfect marriage. And we say a perfect marriage is not a marriage that doesn't have issues to resolve. That's not, people have, your definitions are important. When you say a perfect car, does it go for servicing or not? You see, perfect car doesn't mean you won't change parts. That you would use this wiper you bought when you bought the car 10 years, you're using this. You will change it. You change oil. And somebody get what I'm saying? So the difference between marriage you call perfect and the one that is imperfect is how they are resolving the conflict. How and when. There could be conflict that you resolve 20 years from now. I hope you do know. There are couples that is 20 years later, they now understood or gained the right perspective about an issue they had 20 years before. That's good that you resolved it, but it wasn't promptly resolved. Somebody carried resentment, pain for a long time. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So a perfect marriage is not a marriage without issues. It's a perfect where the issues are resolved properly and promptly. In fact, let me say it this way. Promptly and properly. Did you get that? A perfect marriage is not a marriage that there are no issues. It's a marriage where the issues are resolved promptly and what? Properly. Another big mistake is to think that if you avoid the conflict or avoid the issue, it will go away. It usually does not. I did a tweet recently and I said, somebody said time heals all wounds. I said, who came up with that rubbish? Because it was so popular at the time. I said, who came up with that rubbish? Time doesn't heal anything. Time can only be useful if proper treatment heals all wounds. Not time. If a car hits you, just lie down here till 4 o'clock, you'll be okay. No, you're not going to be okay. You will get worse. Is somebody catching what I'm saying? You will likely get what? Worse. Time is only useful if proper treatment is already applied, and time can help. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So we've handled couples where there was breaking of trust, sometimes full-blown infidelity, sometimes financial betrayal, and they both just left it unattended. They just hug each other, tell each other sorry. Those days when people didn't understand the job of counselors and therapists. If a couple has in church, just say, hold yourself, pray. God has, go. So they carry resentment 10 years. It's still showing up in their communication and relationship because it was never addressed. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So conflict is a bit normal, but it must be addressed promptly and what? Properly. Did you get that? It must be addressed how? So, is a perfect marriage possible? You're not answering. No, it's a class. I need you to catch.
So, since we've already established that there will be issues, maybe we should draw your attention to some of the things that can cause conflict in your marriage. First thing would be money. The lack of it, the lack of a job, how you spend money, your money personalities. Interestingly, I found that a lot of people don't know that they have money personalities. Yes. How you react when you have an abundance of money and how you react when there's no money.
Abundant or debt.
Because sometimes people actually do change when they have a lot of money.
Yeah, yes.
Their real character comes out. So you were loving and kind, and then all of a sudden when you have a lot of money, you become entitled. You become rude. You feel like you own everyone. And so those things can cause conflict in marriage. The second thing that can cause conflict is sex. A lack of it or the difference in frequency. Some men want sex all the time because they have a higher libido. The woman is asking, is it food? And really the man wants to tell you yes, but... Yeah,
but there's sometimes the one that wants a lot of sex, yes, and the man is running away.
So a lack of it or the frequency. Also another major cause of conflict is in-laws. In-law interference, especially when one party is still tied to maybe their mother or their umbilical cord has not been cut, or their father.
My mommy. Mommy said we should not go to vacation.
And we've had so many people walk into counseling rooms and they're fighting, but they're not really fighting. It's their in-laws that are fighting. They're just fighting through them. So that's a major area where you can have conflict. Another area is a lack of proper communication. If you don't know how to talk to each other, you will fight a lot. You will fight a lot. If you don't know how to talk to each other, if you don't even know how to explain how you are feeling, resentment will build. Maybe one person is more vocal than the other and you just don't feel heard. There will be a lot of conflict after a while, especially when that person feels pushed to the wall. At some point, they will lash out and they'll fight back. So another thing that can cause conflict is house chores. Interestingly, who to do what?
That's a big issue.
It's a big issue, especially if you live on this side of the world.
Yes, I still watched a video of a woman that said why she wanted to divorce her husband some years ago. That they had kids, she was doing all the school runs, doing this one, that one, and one day she was going to put something in the trash, and just saw that the trash was full and overflowing. She just said she's getting a divorce because she was overwhelmed with so a lot of times it is stress making people, who you are when you are stressed is not the normal you at all. You need to realize, people don't realize that. I've discovered a lot of marriages that break. That person made that decision when they were really stressed. And when that stress was out of the way, they now find out, why did I end my marriage? Or why did I end it? Why did I quit this job? Why did I, move from that city? It was just stress. So please be careful and watchful of stress.
And another thing would be blended families, for instance. So stepchildren. If you are divorced and you remarry, and then maybe both of you bring children to the family, or you bring,
or you were widowed, or whatever. Yeah. Any blended
situation can bring
or
conflict.
you miss your house address and enter on that person's house, and you blend to their family. You just continue from there.
Please forgive him. This is what I do. Okay. Another thing that may cause conflict in your home, maybe differences in your personality or temperament.
That one is sure to cause problem.
That one is a major issue in most marriages. A lot of times people think that their partner is just being mean. They're not being mean. It's just their personality coming to play. It's who they are. So they now have to understand themselves. You have to understand them so that they can be conscious enough to change some things. So Pastor K and I always use that example. I honestly don't think that normally without Jesus and without some of the knowledge that we've acquired over the years, I don't think our marriage should be working, because we are so different. Different in personality, different in the things that we like. Our temperament is obviously opposite. He's extroverted, I'm introverted. Interestingly, something happened just a few minutes ago that could have caused conflict if it was irregular and we don't understand each other. Pastor K likes to stand. It's his default. He likes to stand. He thinks better when he's standing. He thinks better when he's pacing. I like to sit, because I not really come to this life to suffer like that. Do you understand? And I don't believe in stress. For me, if you were very close to me, you hear me say it's not that deep a lot. It's not, because it's really not that deep. So they came to ask us a few minutes ago, so how are you guys going to do this? I said, we're going to do it together. In my head, I was like, and I said, so should we get chairs? Pastor K said, no. In my head, I'm like, why? And the pastor says, so you're going to stand for 1 hour? And I look at him like, we're going to stand for 1 hour? And he says, yeah. So he walks away and says, I think better. In my head, I'm like, but me, I think better when I sit. So, so our personalities are very different. Walk into a room, first thing I do is turn on the air conditioning. He walks into a room, first thing he does is turn it off. I eat cold food. I can eat food from the fridge, straight from the fridge. I'll grab chicken and just bite it. Pastor K, you must be seeing smoke on his rice like this. So literally everything is different. Our parenting styles are different. Me, I believe we should sit down, have conversations, and if the conversation is not working, I'll slap you. I don't have time for rubbish. Oh, my husband is very, do this, do it. So our differences are very, like everything is different. He believes children should be more life smart than book smart. I believe, why can't we have it? Why can't they read their books and get straight A's? Why must he be? He said that one doesn't guarantee anything. So Pascal he believes in vacation. Vacation is education. You don't have to sit in class. If they disturb you too much, go to a school where it's fun, enjoy yourself, be happy, live this life, enjoy, groove, spend your money. I believe that everything should be planned and managed. So you see, we're very different. So ordinarily, we should be quarreling every day. Every day we should have something to fight about. Mm-hmm. But you see, when you understand each other's personalities, I understand that this person is not trying to be mean. He's not trying to suffer me by saying we should stand for 1 hour, even though I'm just thinking.
You'll be all right. I'll massage your leg after this.
I'm just teasing. But the truth of the matter is that it can cause conflict.
Yes.
Your personalities will show up in your marriage. They will definitely show up in your marriage. Pastor K is a night person. Me, I'm a morning person. So when I came into marriage, I really believed that every morning we wake up together at the same time. We have family devotion, our family altar. We do Bible study together. He will teach me revelation that he has gotten before he teaches the church. All those silly things that I thought were going to happen for me. When we got married, 4 a.m., we pass each other on. He's getting up, or rather, he's getting up from what he was doing to go to bed at 4 a.m. Me, I'm getting up from bed to start my day. So it's like an owl and a chicken getting married. Well, at what time do we meet? So a lot of those things would have caused resentment, anger. But when we teach you how to resolve conflict, you understand how, even though you have these differences and they can cause conflict, you can deal with them. Okay, another thing that can cause conflict is jumping to conclusions. Not asking, not having proper conversations, just assuming things. I saw you down the road the other day with ATM. That means you spent our money. You can ask before you jump to conclusions. And then finally, I think one of the most important ones is the fact that when both or either party is unwilling to change certain habits and character traits, the best way I can put that is, this is how I am. This is how I am causes a lot of conflict in marriage. In marriage, you can come as you are, but you must adjust. Yes. You must change. That's the whole concept of marriage. Marriage is supposed to make you better. So it's supposed to help you make adjustments. You are with someone else. I give this analogy everywhere. Where marriage is simply like two people who've never lived together. You're now asked to lie down on a bed together. Of course, there will be adjustments. If you're someone who is used to lying down on your own, you lie down and scatter your body. Yeah. But now there's someone in bed with you. So you have to be conscious of that. Now, if the person is making you uncomfortable, you don't start shouting. What you do is tap them and say, please, could you just move a bit for me? I'm in the bed with you. And you too, don't be offended that they're saying move. You just move a bit and you adjust. Because tomorrow, I too can get comfortable and scatter my body and make you uncomfortable. Now, the same grace I gave you, you must give me back. And we keep adjusting till we get used to having each other on the bed, and then we get comfortable. We don't even need to say it. When I touch you, I realize that, oh, I think I've moved too much. And I make you comfortable. So that's what marriage is. It's constant adjustment till both of us find a very comfortable position without even having to tell each other. There's such a rhythm that we know what each person needs without even having to ask. Yeah. So if I say this is how I am, this is how I lie down, then of course there's going to be constant conflict. Yes. We're going to fight. Because if that's how you are, me too, I have how I am. So why is it only how you are that we're going to do in this marriage? Both of us have needs. And the Bible says 2 are better than 1. They have a good reward for their labor. So 2 people should be blessed in the marriage, not 1 person. So marriage is not about 1 person. It's about 2 of us working together and getting blessed together. So there's something we've discovered over time in working with couples. We realize that the same way people have love languages is the way they have fight languages. So the same way that you understand love is the way that you also express your style. You have a style, a fighting style, where there's conflict.
Change your style.
It's how you respond when there's disagreement. And it may not even be the same way you respond with every other person. Your fight language in marriage may be different than your fight language in life.
Yes.
So for instance, I'll give you an example. One of the fight languages in marriage or in relationship is the compromiser. Okay? So when there's an issue, your default is, okay, forget about what I need. What do you want? So that we can make this work. Okay? Let's not talk too much. Let's not fight too much. Let's not argue. What can I do to make you feel better? How can we get along with this? Okay? Naturally, I'm a confronter when there's conflict. I won't look for a trouble, but if you come for me, you will never forget that you encountered me. Never. I also will take the war beyond me to the 3rd and 4th generation of your family. That's how I am, naturally. So generally, don't look for my trouble. I will go all out. Spiritual, physical, I will do it all. But in marriage, interestingly, I'm a compromiser. So once there's a conflict, I think, okay, I want to hear what you want. What do you want? So there will be peace, because I don't really have power for this. So that I'm just trying to explain that just because you are a certain way when you are dealing with conflict in life does not necessarily mean that that's how you are or how you react to disagreements in your marriage. Yes. So it's important to understand your fight language and understand your partner's fight language so that you can know how to deal with it. So for instance, I'll give you an example. Another type of fight language, Pastor K, he's a logician. So they believe in, for lack of it, let me just explain it. They believe in logic, facts over feelings. Yes. So if there's an issue, he doesn't want you make me feel, no. I make you feel like, what's the example? When did I give me an example of the time I made you feel like this? So crying does not work. Yes. All those manipulating things.
I know a lot of men understand what I'm saying.
Yes. So all those things
that help this matter.
And it's important that you understand this, because if not, you're going to think that everyone deals with conflict the same way. And if you have conversation with some of your friends, they're going to say to you, just cry, you will win. If you like, cry blood. Pastor K is just looking at you like, okay.
It also makes some people think the man or the logician is wicked and is heartless. With all this I'm crying. You didn't even ask me what's happening. That's why I'm asking you, where are we? What, the person still wants the facts. After you cry, thank you for your crying. Now, the facts is what.
Yes. So they need very concrete examples and very, very clear articulation of what the problem is. So when there's even I didn't explain. You say, so I'm trying to understand. So what exactly is the problem here? Because I don't see the problem. Yes. And I'm like, how can you not see the problem? It's like, I don't see the problem. Explain it to me. Explain it to me. Yes. You don't like to sit here. I say sit here. And just tell me that why don't you like to sit here? Because I don't think there's so he's very logical when we're having. So we never have those, you are mad, you are stupid, you are crazy, you are, and that also is a fight language. Okay, so we have the reactor.
Yeah, but you just take it one by one. Okay, you're already almost finished explaining all of them. Just take it one by one. So that because some fight language is martial arts. You must know how to block, how to defend, how to dodge.
Okay, so I've explained that there's the compromiser. Okay, so
please take note of it, because I want to know what you think your spouse is, or what you think you are, so that.
Okay, so there's the compromiser. I've already explained that one. So that person gets very uncomfortable with conflict. They just want to find a middle ground so there can be peace. and we can move on. So they quickly offer solutions and alternatives.
Yes,
okay, you're not happy
compromise.
about it. What can we do? It's okay, honey. Don't be angry. What do you do? What do you want? Okay. The second one is the logician. So those are people that are very logical. They focus on facts, not feelings. In fact, they may seem detached, so you feel like they are wicked. So they actually just want to get clear examples and clear explanations. So they are not necessarily emotional, okay? And then we have the avoider. I'm just going to give you these 5. We have the avoider. The avoider, obviously, are those ones that tend to withdraw where there's a fight.
They run away.
They want to leave the house. They want to change the subject.
They travel. They travel. I know them. They will just travel. Trip will come up. Yeah. They will just travel. They'll be working late that period, that week. They will come back when you have slept and leave before you wake up. They are real people. I'm telling you, real stuff we deal with in council. I'm not joking. Yeah. They will have a branch of their business in that city because they are trying to, And the Bible talks about it as well. You marry a contentious woman, you go to turn off the roof. They run. They literally run away.
So then we have the reactor. This is the person who processes their feelings externally. So they are the shouters. They will raise their voice. They will cry.
Drama.
They will do a lot of drama. Okay. Interestingly, sometimes their intensity is not even anger. It's just how they need to offload what's going on the inside of them. So they're very passionate. It's almost as if everything was scatter, just so that you can understand what they feel.
And the challenge with those kind of people is that usually they marry the opposite. The person that likes to think first before they react to this issue. So they don't understand why you're just shouting everywhere. So what's wrong with you? Are you okay? That's where insult enters. But go ahead.
Okay. Then we also have the validator. Okay. So the validator is the one that when we are quarreling, I want you to first acknowledge how I feel before we move on. So it's not just about let's just move on. No. Acknowledge that you have hurt me. Tell me I'm sorry. I want to hear that I'm sorry.
Yes,
hug me. Let me also feel heard in this quarrel. Not just that we're looking for a solution. Not just that you quickly want to find a middle ground. I need my feelings to be validated.
Yes, give me sweets.
Yes.
Oh, biscuits. Yes.
So they have a. I'm not preaching it to you again. We preach it differently. They need to feel genuinely heard before they can move forward towards a solution. We have given you those 5 people. There are a lot more.
Let's even start this way. In our own marriage, who can guess what I am, for instance? Okay. Okay, we've already, you see, we're giving too much example. Okay, so let's look at a couple. Who's couple on the volunteer? Thank you, both of you. Can you stand? Where's your spouse? Stand. Okay. So tell us the wife, tell us what he is. He's a logician. Do you agree with that? You don't agree? You agree? Okay, what do you think you are, the wife? You're a compromiser. Do you agree? Okay, let's clap for them. Thank you. Who else wants to volunteer to just share with us? It's a learning class. We all need to be part of it. And that couple. You want to help us. People are wearing the same clothes, so we're like, can you help us? Help us if you don't mind. Stand, please. Let's put our hands together for them.
Please celebrate them.
So, what do you think she is? So, all women are compromisers, basically. Do you think you're a compromiser too?
I don't think I'm a compromiser. I think I'm more of the logical one.
She says she's logical. Okay, what do you think he is?
I think he's the validator. He likes that validation first.
So let him confirm. Do you think so?
Yeah, and also I think I'm more of a compromiser. Because there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, so if she says she's not a compromiser and she's the logician, so it's possible that you also okay. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for them.
But it is possible to be more than one thing.
Yes.
So that's why when she said he's a validator, it's possible that there are some conflict situations where he wants to be heard.
Yes.
He doesn't just want to come back, he also wants to be heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the key is that these things are good because sometimes if you're not paying attention, you'll probably not have noticed certain things. So it takes time to get a hang of who. But I want the young couple, people are married for, please stand if you don't mind. The man guy say, hey. You look like martial art. Hope your love fight language, no martial art. I'm joking. So you guys are married for 1 year. Is it 1 year exactly?
1 year and like 1 week, or is it 1 year and 2 weeks?
Oh, happy anniversary, guys. Happy anniversary. How's the 1 year been though?
Sensational.
I know. Okay, so tell us, what do you think? What do you think you are?
Logic.
Okay.
Logic and sometimes compromise.
Okay. Do you agree? Give her the mic.
Actually, yeah.
Is he a logician?
It is very logical.
When they just during conflict is what I'm talking
during
about.
conflict.
So what are you?
I'm a reactor.
You're a reactor, so you're the one that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Kung Fu.
Come on, let's put our hands together for them. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so it's good to know what your partner is. That way, you know how they react. And again, when people are stressed, they might have somebody that is normally a compromiser can become a reactor because of the stress of the moment and things like that. So for instance, I know when my wife is stressed. When she's stressed, don't have a logical discussion with her. She's just too tired to relate. So things like that help. Yes. No. But it's good. This is how you learn. Are you a couple? Please stand. How long have you been married? 9 years. You don't look it. You guys look
9
like
years this June.
9 months. Okay.
9 years.
So do you know what your own fight language is?
I think I'm a logician and a validator.
Okay. What do you think? Do you agree with that, by the way? Okay. What do you think you are? Compromisers. So you see, all women are compromisers then?
They're not. There are lots of reactors.
Okay, so,
A
okay.
lot.
Okay, give her a mic. She says sometimes she can be an avoider.
Yes.
You just travel.
No, I don't.
Okay, not that type. You travel to the next room
Maybe at that point I may not want to deal with
to
that
deal with the
situation
issue.
at that time.
Yes, I'm kidding. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for them.
So
So stand now. Stand and help us. They are appointing somebody that is not a compromiser. So stand. Please stand, both of you, if you don't mind. Just help us. You're helping the
Her husband
class.
has been trying to lift her.
Yes. How long have you been married, first of all?
15.
15 years. That's
What
good.
celebration.
So tell us. Go ahead.
I didn't know this until when you started this teaching.
Yes.
Between us, he's a compromiser.
Oh.
He likes peace.
Oh.
And I'm the logician.
Yes. No, wait. Oh. They didn't agree. Oh.
Reactor.
They didn't agree. Oh.
So he claims you are the reactor.
That's why I said I didn't know this, because why I said this was because most times when later he tells me what I did, I want to know, like what you said, when, how, I want to really, and then he was just like, I just gave him because of that, which shows, compromise.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, it didn't happen that way, but I want to bring it up. I want us to go back to the beginning and lay it out. So I tell him so I can learn, I won't do it again. And he wouldn't want to do that, so we just let it
She
go.
just wants the peace story.
Now, along the line, just so it doesn't look like that, I see myself trying to compromise more than I would have been doing before. So any 6 times, I'm like, okay, how do you want it? This and that. So I don't know the...
Okay, but generally in a heated conflict, you are the one that your voice will go louder.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for them. Thank you.
So just out of curiosity, is there anybody in the room who's a reactor? You lash
know you're a
out, you
reactor.
cry,
Yes.
That's what your husband.
Tell us a bit about it, please. Stand, if you don't mind. Yes, you can stand so that we'll get to connect you guys. How long have you been married first?
13 years.
Wow, that's beautiful. Please stand, sir, if you don't mind. Let's put our hands together for them. So share with us.
So I'm the reactor. I'm the one that will cry, I will shout, and I will lose my mind.
Yes.
And is the avoidant. He will want to go away. Will
Yes,
want to leave
because
the house.
he can't handle
something
that
like
drama.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Let's clap for them, please. Let's clap for them. Usually, reactors will generally be attracted to avoiders because, hey, man, this heat is too much. Okay. Ways not to handle conflict. Ways not to handle conflict. So, some basic ground rules. Shouting and raising your voice definitely is not a good way to handle conflict. So, generally, it's just because I don't want to jump into this next one, but I'll just mention them in passing. Shouting and raising voice is not a way to handle conflict. So try to watch your tone.
In fact, what we say is the only time you're allowed to raise your voice is when there's an actual fire.
Yes.
So every other time. And if you feel like your partner is shouting, you take your tone down. That usually, the Bible
Yes.
says a soft answer turns away wrath. So if your partner is shouting or you feel their voice is loud, don't go louder, go lower. It will force them to listen.
All right. Walking out and slamming doors is also not a good way to go about it. Don't walk out or slam doors.
Or do anything
Rude,
rude.
yes. Number 3, manipulation. That is fake tears, sulking. Yes, so depriving your spouse of food, of money, or sex.
Or attention.
Or attention.
Keeping malice.
Keeping malice. Or refusing to eat.
Yes.
I'm not eating. Me, I don't have that problem. More. We can be vexing, but don't do my stomach didn't offend anybody. Let me give me my food. Oh. I'm not doing that with you. Yes. For most men, food and sex. Oh. Our organs are not quarreling. It's me and you that are quarreling. They can do. It's a marriage meeting. I can talk now. Yes, they didn't quarrel. They didn't have any issue.
Another thing is do not attack each other.
Don't attack each other. Yes.
Don't attack each other physically, verbally. Instead of attacking each other, okay, let's not go into ways, but don't attack each other. It's one of the ground rules. Another thing is you must not insist on having your way. It's not only one way in marriage. You must be willing to compromise. So you must never insist on having your way. There are different views, there are different opinions. There's always a way. In fact, there are a million ways to skin a cat. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't insist that it must be your way. And then the last one, this one is not. Initially, I used to think it was only women that this rule applied to, but men too. I find out doing this a lot. No nagging. Yes, don't keep going over. You know that thing never really works. People just build a defense mechanism against you. So every time the words come, a wall goes up. So if you've said it once, you've said it twice, it's kind of enough. But there are women who go over and over again. And these days, I find it's even more irritating when men do it. Men nag and nag and nag and keep going over and over. And they bring up the issue the first time it happened, and it has happened again, and they just keep going. So no nagging. Even though when your partner is nagging, I need to point this out. You need to ask yourself why. People only nag when they don't feel heard. So if someone doesn't feel you heard them the first time, they're going to repeat themselves, and they're going to keep repeating. So it might be a good idea to let them know that you've heard and you're processing. It was one of the things that I think was the first year of our marriage that Pascal had to teach me. Because I'd say something, and he would just look at me like I fell from the moon. He's just looking at, we're having a conversation, he's just looking, I'm like, I told you we need to do this. And he's looking at me, I told you, after what I told him, he said, when you say it, I've heard you, I'm processing. I still don't get it. Because why can't you just come up with a decision? But
we don't think as
But
fast
I've
as you.
learned how to just walk away and let him process. Because once I bring up the issue again, it's going to just stop him in his track. And he's going to start all over again in processing. That means more time is going. I know that women, we think and talk, and we're just moving. But we say, okay, let me go and think about it. And I'm like, you want to go and think about this? We're having a conversation now. Can't we just decide? But I'm learning now that I don't need to bring it up over and over again. So nagging is definitely not a way to go when there's conflict.